All right, the episode 274. I
Battle in
believe
the
it
streets
is.
with Kimbo. Just jokes.
And we are back in action. We just got back from Montana Friday night. Sean treated us to a private jet. We went back to Helena, Montana, and there was a good turnout at the town pump. Saw a bunch of
The Hellenans.
Yep, Hellenans.
Yep, saw a bunch of Hellenans. We were in Montana for a few days. Fresh air. Every time you get off the plane, you can't help but go. It's almost just instinctual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Very
That's
good.
one thing I'm jealous about.
Yep, pen flip. But they teach you this at Great Falls High. It's one of the best things I learned.
Yep, I never.
That's one thing I'll say is I'm sorry, Tim, but Helena.
Thank you.
Is better than Great Falls.
Thank you, brother. I mean, it's not even like it's just duh.
It's pretty in Helena.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some hard-nosed boys in Great Falls. I'll tell you
There's
that
some
much.
hard-nosed inbreds there. That's for damn sure,
There's
buddy.
some
Couple
good-
cousin.
Yep.
Dude, speaking of cousin, I watched Dumb and Dumber 2. I feel like I've seen it before, but I actually watched it throughout the last few nights. Might be one of the greatest shows of all time. And Jim Carrey's man, if they came to us, said, hey, Dumb and Dumber, Timbo Sugar Edition, we just gotta, I feel like I could succeed just being an absolute idiot.
But you'd have to be improv for you. That's your issue, is remembering lines and then
Yeah,
being a
improv I could
character.
do. I could, man, I feel like that might be one of my goals. I might write that one on my 2025 New Year's resolution.
And we got Schmidt. We got him on the Mac lemonades from the RedHawk Java House, and he grew this hair back, and it looks
incredible,
phenomenal. He went on a date and had a kiss
with the wig on.
No,
imagine you'd have been 69, and if you wore that,
dude, you're picking her up upside down, slurping and sucking. It'd be fire.
definitely get the ladies' eyes looking.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep. But we got a big one this weekend. UFC 302.
Should we save that for Jorge? We have Jorge coming on in a little bit. Let's save that for Jorge.
Okay. Hey,
Dude.
Jorge, do you care? He's like,
This guy.
Yeah, he probably does care.
Dude,
Maybe he does care.
we're not even. You ruined my whole flow.
Sorry.
I was talking about. Now I don't know what to say. Dumb and Dumber. I was gonna play on that for a little bit. I was gonna talk about that for a little bit. Have you seen it?
I've probably seen it 10 years ago. Probably.
It's one of the Schmitty. I know you're a movie guy. What do you think about Dumb and Dumber 2? Because that's the second one, right? And they spell it two.
Well, that's what two comes after one. So yeah, that is the second.
Well, they spell
one.
it T-O, which is funny. Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, no, and it's weird that you just recently watched it because I was watching it the other night going to bed and I was laughing.
It is. I was laughing out loud. That is our kind of humor. I feel like that's why I like you three so much.
What about the first one?
Dumb.
Do you like the first one?
I need to watch it again.
Yeah, you need to watch it
That's the
again.
one.
First one's fun.
The first one is an all-time classic, one of the best movies ever.
So there's just the 1 and 2?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you can inspire them to make a third.
Dude, Sean Carey, call me. Start calling me that. Maybe we'll manifest it.
Yeah, you've never watched the first one?
I feel like I have, but I don't remember.
Yeah, same for me.
We should all watch it. Get real high.
I'm down.
Montana trip. We the vlog will speak on this, but we could give a little rundown. We had a couple challenges for our buddy Sono, courtesy of Tim's brand. Well, I think actually I started it with the 4 box of Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey Sono, $20 if you can finish these 4. Oh, dude, that's easy. I'm like, Tim, come here. Look at this. 4 boxes of Mike and Ike's. He's gonna do it for $20. He looks at me and goes, what about 8 boxes of our choice?
Yeah.
See,
No, it started off with me saying I was going to be a little naughty with the sweets. And then
how
Sean's like,
naughty?
could you get 4 down? I'm like, easy.
4 boxes. And then we ended up doing 8 boxes, none of them Mike and Ike's, 2 boxes of Dots, 1 box of chocolate
dot
mints,
Charleston Chews.
Charleston
Charleston Chews.
What were the big thick ones?
Ferrero Rochers.
I never had
God.
those. Those looked horrible. What were the other 3?
I don't even want to remember. No, sweet tarts.
The sweet tarts.
Yeah, sweet tarts. And then thin mints.
Blended up those. I got the thin mints, so there's 2 more. Schmitty's like, I would have done that for free.
He said that is light work. Schmitty said that.
Those 8 boxes?
Schmidt, no.
$100. Let's see. $100. What do you got?
I got 100 on it.
$200. Can you do 8? No, actually, I just
want to do that.
No. We decided that those challenges. I don't know.
Shouldn't
if
be for me. I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm
those
telling
challenges
you
are for
right now,
But
get
could you
me
do-
high. 8 boxes of candy are going down
Charleston
within
Chews.
10
Buddy,
minutes.
could you do this? 10 apples, handful of kale and spinach blended up, 16 ounces.
Nothing else in there with it?
Nope.
Just
Water.
sweet
Water.
Dude, I
And
blended up.
what else?
You can't really taste spinach.
And an onion.
No, the onion. No.
Or a little 8-pack of hot dogs.
Yeah. So we got some things cooking, but that was the first night.
Yeah, the second night was McDonald's.
Well, you didn't finish it. We renegotiated.
Yeah.
You were able to keep your.
I will say that
beard and mustache, and which were you were supposed to shave off.
You guys were nice. I was supposed to get
because you were confident.
a mustache. And
so
then,
second night we run it back. We say, what about 4 Whoppers, 3 large fries?
Yep.
No, it's 4 quarter pounders.
4 quarter pounders. Sorry. 3 large fries.
10 chicken nuggets.
10 chicken nuggets.
2 sauces?
That was at the end. That was part of the end of the negotiation.
Yeah.
And a donut.
And then a donut that I thought was a maple bar. Turns out that shit's filled.
Or Tim has to shave his pubes and you glue them on your face. That was the bill. And you're like, oh, dude, that's fucking easy. You'd think you'd learned your lesson. You didn't.
You know this guy was shaving his butthole hair for that too.
Well, we had to do it. We almost had to have Garrett come and help.
Yeah, I'm a
contribute.
little cleaned up. We almost needed Garrett's what was
pube
it?
tail.
Pube tail, because he's got the same size pubes as his pony.
But we end up renegotiating again. And you don't have to, but you do have to do 3 sets, 15 burpees after all that.
After we blended up French fries, and I applesauce French fries, which was, it just tasted like salt and grease.
But you made
shit
some
that
cheddar.
out the next 12 hours.
I thought you blending the fries up. I thought
we did have some compassion for you though.
Yes, you did. I was very grateful for that. But the burpee, you know what the worst part was? Shadow boxing, and that too.
Oh yeah, that was shameful, huh?
Dude, it goes dead silent. I felt like when I was shadow boxing in there, I'm like, I look like shit right now.
We had him chain smoke 2 joints, and he threw up, and it was a good fun. We went to this old Airbnb. Goddamn, the weather is still freezing in Montana.
The weather outside is frightful. Is what some say.
Yeah.
The weather outside.
So that was a good quick trip. God, but just not. I mean, eating all that crap, I felt it.
We didn't even eat that bad. A little bit, probably more bread than we're used to.
Those sandwiches in the pit stop in Utah.
The turkey sandwiches. The sandwiches in Utah, that weren't good.
A little bready.
Those ones weren't good. But goddamn, did it feel good to get home, get back to your things?
Yeah, it did. We got Jorge Masvidal coming on here in a few minutes, and we're going to ask him some juicy questions. I've been a fan of Jorge for a long-ass time. Even when he was in Strikeforce, he's always been a...
I do remember you saying that, before, like, when he was...
A long time ago. Like, watch this motherfucker.
Time ago. Like, we were watching his highlights. You'd be like, throw on this motherfucker's highlights.
Yeah, he's the man. So that'll be good. Schmitty, how's everything been going for you?
You been horned up lately, Schmidt, or what?
He had a date and he had a kiss.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it was a nice date. She was really fun and cool. She's super sweet, so that was nice. I started doing arts recovery. That's what's been kind of game changing.
Really?
Getting your mind right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Getting hot tub to plunge.
I do sauna, and I do it for a crazy long time that I know I shouldn't.
Why shouldn't you?
People say you shouldn't do more than 20 minutes.
No, when it's that hot, you're fine.
Yeah, I like doing 45 to an hour.
That's
and
good.
I just like that feeling in there. I love saunas. And then rinse off in the shower. Then I do cold plunge, hot tub, end on cold plunge.
Have you ever put your wiener on the jet in there?
Oh, that ain't even on my mind. While
you should.
Dude, the levels of just sitting in a cold plunge is getting your breath right, being able to relax, all that kind of stuff. That's hard to do. So once you can conquer that and be that, and then even dunk like you do, levels.
You know what they say, if you're sitting there for a long time, if you dunk first, it makes the whole time easier.
I gotta find my earplugs.
Yo, Sona, did that chicken lay an egg yesterday?
No, it didn't. There was no eggs in there.
One of my chickens is fucking acting super weird. This one lady said the egg maybe is just kind of stuck. So we put her in some Epsom salt. And so we have her in her own coop right now, just kind of chilling, but I feel bad for her.
Do you do electrolytes with those?
In the summer, you got to.
Mm-hmm. I had fun. We went to Tractor Supply, got their little coop pimped out, nice. And right after this, I'm going to get those 6 chickens. I hope they're nice.
Oh, they'll be nice.
You think? You think they will?
I think those take a little bit used to. You bring out mealworms, dude, 2-3 days in a row, they're your buds.
I wish I could see how they're living now, because I think they pack them up into a little cage and they walk them out to my.
They're gonna love that little
car.
Freedom.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
And you got how many? 6?
6 American Breed.
That's how many I started out with, and guess what? Still got it.
What's the over under on how long they last?
If it was just Tim, I would say not long. The fact that it's Mariah, I think they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Frozen water bottles. I got some nice shit. They
Yeah.
got some nice shit for their little hotel there. They're gonna be living luxe.
Yeah. Hopefully your cows don't step on them.
Speaking of cows.
Speaking of cows, we think Tammy might be pregnant. A couple people been sliding up like, yo, she's pregnant.
Thick.
She's always had a fat gut like that.
No, she's like oval, like wide, like she might be pregnant. And then the people that lived there before, a couple times before, had a cow, and they said Larry, the neighbor's bulls, got their cow pregnant before. That bull dick is just fucking, I don't know how it happened.
Well, yeah, and the inspector came, but he didn't check if she was pregnant.
But he did say.
Yeah, he's like, she looks like she's never missed a meal.
Yeah, she's
That's
good.
what pregnant ladies look like.
Oh, we got some big fights coming up. We can't talk about those, though.
You're fucking, let's talk about everything, then re-ask Jorge everything.
Oh, so if she's pregnant, then what?
We can't butcher her.
You don't butcher
So
her.
what are you doing?
We got to figure out. She leaves Tuesday. It's Memorial Day
It's
Monday. We
Memorial
don't know how to.
Day, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't
We're
know.
trying.
I'm fucking
I'm waiting
asking
on the text
Jesus
back.
to text fucking Jesus. We got David Clay fighting. That's a fight we could talk about. David Clay's fighting this weekend, huh? Rough MMA.
Yes, he is. He is. God,
I need you to bring that level energy up a little bit, buddy.
CPI, brother. I think we can talk about these fights because these questions right here. Jorge Masvidal is training on his own. He's at a camp for boxing. He's not training with Dustin.
I like it. Okay, let's do it.
And we can ask him the predictions of those. We don't have to go through all
I like
those
that. I
questions.
like that.
But some big ones. It's Islam versus Dustin. Dustin's is 2-2 in his last 4 fight. Islam's on a fat streak. Southpaw versus Southpaw. I rewatched him versus the last Southpaw Islam fought was Drew Dober, and the way he's shooting. And Dustin's guillotine's a really good right arm guillotine, and on Southpaw he's shooting head inside to that left side. So I'm curious to see.
So who you got, buddy? Because I know who I got.
I mean, dude, I want Dustin so bad to be this fairy tale ending, and it is very, very possible. He's got 30 wins. He's got like 23 wins in the UFC or something like that. 23 wins in the UFC. He's an OG. But dude, Islam, he's so fucking strong. If I was Dustin's coach, I'd say, please, just don't grab that fucking guillotine. Wrestle and circle off, because you don't think Khabib is putting him against guys who are doing a guillotine. You don't think he's going to have the right reactions on that guillotine. Now you're willingly pulling yourself on bottom. Now you're on bottom.
I believe in fate. I believe in fate, buddy. Dustin Poirier guillotines Islam, round number 2. That's what I'm thinking. No. That's what I know is going to happen.
I hate to say it. I just don't see the guillotine coming into play here.
You're dumb.
But you know what? The guillotine could happen. If Dustin cracked him, wobbled him with the right hook, backing up, bink, wobbled him, he shot into a guillotine and slept him.
Changed his mind just like that. The power of certainty. I told you.
We all know Dustin's about to get put away in 2.
See, you're wrong. Dustin. Guillotine, round 2.
And Dustin says it's going to be his last one. I mean, if he wins...
KO, round 1. That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think he retires?
No way.
I think there's a Max Holloway fight there that's massive. There's a... I think the Conor fight's not really... I mean...
Retiring when you're champ, it's kind of like you better be really balling because you're still like... Once you're champ, now you're for sure getting the pay-per-view points, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
So, and then you just decide to retire.
Well, who would be next? So if he did win, who would be next? That's the
There's
issue.
a ton of huge fights for him.
That's what I'm saying. But that
Sir
kind of
Tukarian or whatever. Armin Tukarian. Yeah. Probably
no.
him.
That I mean, he's gonna want a big fight. That's just kind of.
I mean, I say Gaethje versus him trilogy.
Oh, what about Leon Edwards? Go just move up. So fuck 55.
Or they just do that Max fight at
The Max-
55 for
yeah,
the
but
title.
Max-
There's so many. Or
Yeah,
they would probably do a rematch with Islam.
No.
Oh yeah, they would do that. If he won like that, they would definitely do a rematch.
I was watching. I was high watching just like
High on what?
probably like 5 or 6 half-hour videos of like Khabib and his team training and how they train, and it's pretty cool.
You watch the countdown?
It's pretty cool. I didn't watch the countdown. Did it come out?
Yeah.
Just came out. I didn't see that. But Habib's page is a really good page, and I learn a lot from that motherfucker.
Did
His
they say-
YouTube channel? His personal one? Oh wow.
Does he talk about the taxes? Ooh.
Chill, G.
whoa.
Have some respect
Alhamdulillah,
for
my bad.
Russians. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Sheesh. I don't know. But I would love to see Dustin get it done. There's ways he can, but if I had to bet my money, I'd have to bet on Islam.
You know what fight I was thinking about for our boy Drakkar?
Who?
Steamroller.
That'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be a good one?
I'm curious. They'll probably
He's
get-
on a couple fight losing streak, isn't he?
Steamroller?
Yeah.
I thought just one, right? Or is it 2? Yeah, but what's his spot? What's his number?
65 or something.
And then we got Sean
Sean
Strickland
Strickland.
versus Paulo Costa.
That's
This one's going to be good. John Strickland, 76-inch reach. Paulo Costa, when he pushes people back to the cage, he fucking rips off these combos that are so nasty. You don't want to be against the cage against Paulo Costa. I think it is 5 rounds, which is changes it quite a bit.
The thing about Coasta is he doesn't really gas. He slows down, but when he explodes, he's still fucking there.
Yeah, and I think
style.
I mean, he against Whitaker, he was throwing a lot of 1-punch, 2-punch combos, trying to crack him and put him out. And I think that's going to be hard against Strickland. I'm curious to see because Strickland's a lot of time, he's the one backing people up. Strickland didn't back up Jared Cannonier. He felt Jared Cannonier's power. He was the one backing up. Who's going to be backing who up in this fight? That's going to be a big key.
Did he really back up DDP much?
I don't remember.
I feel like not really.
I don't remember on that one.
That's a sick co-main. That's so weird. These are this weekend. Usually, big fights like this, I feel like you're like ready for about 2-3 weeks out. I kept forgetting about this fight until. I am excited for it though. I'm not saying I'm not. I am, but it doesn't seem like. I don't know.
Well, and it's a weird location.
New Jersey.
Newark, yeah. Newark.
What New Jersey, fuck?
I know the brothers from CPI said, "Hey, I got 2 spots on the jet for you and show you guys want to come along." But
from Phoenix,
got to be here. Yeah, got to be here for my boy David, or we would probably just jump in and cruise. But this is going to be a boxing match with 4-ounce gloves with 2 scary dudes. And I bet Sean Strickland comes out, doesn't do a lot of output that first 2 rounds, covers up, makes sure he's smart. And then I bet the 3rd, 4th, 5th, he'll maybe try to push a little bit harder. But easier said than not because Paulo Costa can counterpunch very hard.
I think it's easier said than done.
Easier said than not. I mean...
This guy is on one. You smoked too much weed last night, buddy.
I did.
You fucking dork.
So if you had to bet right now, who you got? Paulo Costa versus Sean Strickland. We got Sean Strickland. I mean, Paulo's the underdog, plus 170.
Yeah, Sean Strickland.
You got Sean Strickland?
By decision?
By decision. It's going to play out just like that Marvin Vettori versus Paulo Costa fight.
I hope someone has in it with Paulo Costa is telling him to... treat this like a 5-round fight. How many 5-round fights has he been in? I don't even know. Some, but I don't know if they went 5 rounds.
No, he got put down by Izzy.
Izzy and DDP are fighting, right? Is that wait?
That's official? That's not official. No,
they didn't announce.
So when are this probably fights? Oh wait, no. I wonder if Izzy. Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna happen. Schmitty, what do you got to say, buddy? With that fucking smile on your face.
I was thinking about Tim and his notes. It's so cute right now.
Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I got that new car.
That thing TSS plaid.
Bro, that thing is sweet, dude. Mariah, I was like, all right, I'll step on it when we were going to Tractor Supply, and she screamed like we were gonna die. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe that even came out of me. Just like
that was probably the wettest she ever been in. Might be.
Yeah, that thing was pretty crazy. 1,100 horsepower. I'm like, holy cow, what's the point of that?
Dude, speaking of horsepower, my neighbors have a mini horse.
Oh yeah, it looked like Elena liked that thing.
Not really. She wanted to go inside.
She nipped it. Dude, one of Mariah's horses loves me so much. Like puts his head to head to me and just rubs on me and just loves me. And it's the horse that when we did a heavy dose of mushrooms, we were laying down in the backyard and that horse would just stand over us and just stare at us.
Whoa.
For a long time. So
yeah, the horse-human connection is something that I guess I've never had a connection with a horse, but people say it can be powerful. Just look at Mariah fucking talk to those horses. Fucking...
And just guide them around and move them around. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Connor did his live. He went live, did a little live gambling. Said someone asked him, said why O'Malley? He looked up to you, blah blah blah. And then he said I got caught in the crosshairs because of Ryan Garcia. And then he talked about Ryan Garcia missing weight and how that somehow it was like I was involved in that. A little weird, but he also said that we could take the gloves off and fight, bitch, which was kind of mean. I don't know, man.
I don't know about that either.
It was kind of mean and shit. Dude, Robbie Lawler was talking to the BKFC. What?
You should just tweet after you get knocked out by Michael Chandler. We should just have a boxing match.
Chill. Do y'all still like Connor? Yeah. I tried hating him, didn't work. But Robbie Lawler was talking to the BKFC, or they took a picture of the president. Imagine Robbie Lawler versus Mike Perry BKFC.
Not right now. Robbie's older.
I know, but
he's older now. Mike Perry,
not gonna be younger tomorrow. I'm
trying to think of one person who could give Mike Perry a run in the BKFC. It's hard to even think of any. At that weight.
Warlike?
Yeah.
Yeah, Warlike.
Recording in progress.
What the?
I let Schmitty drive that car and he stepped on it. I was like, oh god.
It was
you let him
in the back alley.
Seeing Tim go, okay, slow down.
Okay, slow down, buddy. He's fucking through the alley.
You let him in the back alley. That's crazy.
And hey, hold on. He told me, he's like, okay, step on it. I was driving it scared because it was the first time I ever drove a Tesla. Sean's not even let me. So thank you. That was a cool experience.
Yeah, Tim also thought you could fucking raise a puppy. So.
Oh shit.
Hey,
that
let's
was
not
too
go
soon.
that low.
Well, it's true. I'm not gonna let him fucking drive my Tesla.
It felt like a spaceship.
You let him drive your family.
Not my Tesla. Ask Sono if he's ever. Ask Sono if he drove my Tesla.
No.
Yeah. Well,
I think he's too fucking fast.
I stepped
Sprinter
on
van's
that
not
thing. That Tesla, that shouldn't be legal.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck. But
There's no point.
I'm so glad you talked me out of that steering wheel.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
What is it
dude.
called? The yoke steering wheel, where it's half a steering wheel. It's like
It's so dumb.
I'm so glad.
It's not a cool feature, man.
Is there anything you're looking to buy? It looked like those floors turned out immaculate.
Oh yeah, shout out to that fucking guy Joey. Flew down from Miami. So Vandy, one of these guys we met at the Prize Picks event in Atlanta. Met him, cool fucker. Messaged me on Snapchat. He's like, because that Joey kid heard us on the pod say I want epoxy floors. Told Vandy to tell me that he could do it. I shot him an email. Flew in from Miami. Fucking busted out the floors in a week. And they look fucking incredible.
So is that going to be where you're just kind of your car's cleaned up sit?
Yeah.
Sit in there.
Yeah, no real plans. Kind of just going with the flow ski.
Little like TV area.
Little TV area. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just what?
Are you still going to do the staircase above the bathroom?
It's hard because that white wall right there I like for pictures, and that's kind of the only place. But we're talking about maybe in the
A trap door dropping down.
Yeah, in the mechanic shop.
Go up a little ladder.
But could Schmitty go up there is the question.
It could hold him.
And you got your cage coming too, right?
Supposedly.
I'm super excited for that because I feel like we should do some more Jobin fight cards.
100%.
Because the people love
100%.
those.
But we need you guys to jump in on those.
Yeah, I know.
Schmitty versus Mikey Music.
Yeah.
Sono versus War.
Yes.
Yeah.
War doesn't want anything.
Well, he
to do
can't
with
come
that.
down then.
He doesn't want anything to do with
It is weird how scared he is of Sono.
I've never seen it with War.
He's like, I'll fight Schmitty. I'll fight Tony. Big guys. But what
fight
Sono is
Sono.
just.
I don't know what it is.
That army dog.
What about JX versus Art?
That'd be sick.
He's asking for too much money. Jay's asking for too much money. I know.
That's crazy. What are you asking for?
And then, we're moving the coffee shop. Ryan, I made that decision, and we're going to move it to this middle room, so it's its own little room, and I'm going to make it really nice. And then we're going to move the kickboxing portion over to the jiu-jitsu gym. So we have the gyms, coffee shop in the middle. That's going to be some work, and that's going to be a pain in the butt, but it's going to be sweet when it's done.
That's fire.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you make coffee this morning or no?
Yeah, Sono and I hit the stairs. Randomly last night, I'm like, should we just fucking bust out a couple of the stairs in the morning? He said, yeah. So we fucking woke up, went and hit the stairs at 8 a.m. Just walked them twice and then jogged around for a bit. A couple butt cheeks out there that were nice.
A couple chicks.
I tell you what, I cruised a Target for a couple extra taco toppings.
Oh.
And God, there's some chicks there, dude.
That's a good place.
Yeah.
Bad place.
I hung around there for a little while. I mean, I better just leave. It's getting weird.
That sounds illegal though. You said that.
Yeah. So.
I hate chicks. Huh?
We got the UFC champion here with us, Suga Sean.
Hey guys, big fight coming up in the Sphere. It's official.
No, imagine.
Oh, I'm just waiting. They're
probably deciding. I keep seeing shit about it, and Dana, when he's saying it's so huge, if it's so huge,
it's got to be 2 title fights. It's got to be. But I just can't picture them putting on 2 champs defending their titles.
Yes,
unless they just say fuck it.
Just say fuck it. We're gonna make cash on these other spots. Like, even if we take a little loss here, it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, what about you and Taporia? Because then
Me versus Taporia?
No, you main event, Taporia.
Merab would fucking break his own nose.
I think they could build a cool card like that, and then it also sets up maybe you two going at it after.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll
just
see.
by ESPN MMA posting that. What if I'm like, bro? It's
It would be. I'm trying to think because that's September what? September 20th or something.
I could be wrong. My senses are telling me you know.
I don't. I swear to God. Every time I've known a fight, I've told you guys right away.
It could be different.
But if it's like early-ish September, Tommy fights September 3rd in Vegas. Mm-hmm. We could just go down, get an Airbnb,
get a nice Airbnb,
stay there for a couple weeks. If September what? 16th.
Yep.
16th.
I mean, we could do that. It could be an option.
Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. That
Take
will
the jet.
be perfect.
Call me fly on a jet to a contender. Be fire.
Yep.
Load up in the Sprinter. Road trip style.
Fuck the Sprinter that far, brother.
So we got Sono single.
Single.
Single and in trouble. Can't post his own shit.
Yeah, I shouldn't have posted that. My mom talked me out of that.
It wasn't
but-
really that bad. I mean,
Yeah, her face was out of it, so I'm like, what's wrong with it? Do you think I should have kept it up?
yeah, it was hidden in the little dump there.
Yeah, it was at the end. Who actually makes it to the end of a dump? That one guy didn't. Elvis.
What else we got going?
Did he die on the toilet taking a shit? Didn't make it to the end of the dump. That was a good one. That went over your fucking head.
That was good. That last kill Tony with Cam and William on the stage was good, dude.
And Casey Rocket.
Mm-hmm. He's growing on me. Casey Rocket's growing on me. He's a funny.
Better than growing in you. Am I
So
right?
I've put my life on the line for you guys with this Merab content, just to let you know.
Are they coming for you?
They very well. Anytime I'm around a group of Russians, I look over my shoulder.
How often?
Is
are
he
you around a
Georgian
group
or
of
Russian?
You
or
know-
He's
the same?
Georgian.
Was
He's
that
from
racist?
Georgia.
I'm sorry. I apologize. They're even more after me.
Buddy, if you're scared of him.
I mean,
No,
you
I'm
gotta be ready.
I am.
That wasn't for us. You gotta be ready to rumble. Whatever comes out of your mouth, you gotta be ready to back it up.
Oh, I know. And guess what? I got some more. I got some more funny ideas I'm gonna do in post. I'm gonna keep riding it out. I'm gonna go to the edge of war.
Mm-hmm.
You had that thing with that guy that came into the coffee shop.
Well, let's skip that one. Let's go
okay.
that one.
Oh yeah, we already covered that on the confidential pod. JX Soto came on the confidential pod. And
Really?
It got a little emotional. That's patreon.com.
No way. Tears flowing?
Damn near.
Damn near. Me and Jay, man, if we just had me and Jay could have a documentary about our trips that we've had. Seriously.
So you got any wild stories for us?
Oh, I got some stories for you. So one time. Huh? Oh, okay, so some. Elena. She's 3. Oh, man. So you got any... I'm going to build my bar.
We
You got a Barno coming on, do you?
Well, how about the story of us when we puffed that J before the pilot was like, hey guys, it's pretty bumpy getting in and out of here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Never heard a pilot say that before we take off. Right when he said it, you just see Tim Shanago.
We just got done freshly smoking a joint before we're about to head on the old jet ski, and the pilot says, I just want to warn you guys, it's going to be pretty bumpy. Your head might hit the top of the jet.
Yeah.
But then we all thinking that the jet was fucking this tall. But then we get in there and it's fucking this tall.
Yeah.
So like,
I went and take a pee right before we got on that thing, and I'm like, I have a bad feeling. And I don't know why. It's never happens like this. This is a bad feeling.
It really wasn't that bumpy at the end of the day, though. It was
Oh,
a
I
smooth
think
flight.
the way he swirled up in there,
He's a vet. That dude was,
that was a vet. 30-year vet.
Yeah, more than 30 years.
Wow.
Been flying since he was 18 years old. We went up to my brother's house. He's building way up in the mountains, a 4,000 square foot place. Yeah, it was a nice joint, huh?
It really was.
That's out there, though.
That's out there.
We got to shoot some
That
guns.
might have been too far out there for me. I don't know if I could do that. I mean,
You got to be a real stoic. Speaking of
Yeah.
stoic, we had Schmitty rate himself 1 to 10 stoic, and he put a 7. He put a 7 on that scale.
at least he went down from an 8 from his emotional intelligence. I feel like that's kind of similar.
Brought her down a point.
Yep. What's yours, Sean?
It depends on what situation. I feel like
Same.
pretty.
No, overall.
Overall, I would say I'm pretty. I don't even remember the last time I just got so mad. Pretty high up there. I feel like 8.
Like mad to where it's like
I don't
calm, but fucking very mad. For me, when I got a package stolen, when I get package stolen from the front of my house, I just want to hang somebody fucking my garage.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty high up there compared to like.
I'd say for me, 6.5.
Yeah, you
7
definitely get
possibly.
me angry.
I never get angry where you can visibly see it.
Mm-mm.
I've
Probably
seen,
like my
you-
mind's
I've seen
stealing.
you literally 1-2 Mariah.
Yeah, ding ding.
Joke. No, I don't know. Atlanta. If anything, Atlanta pushes my buttons more than anything.
But she was really good the whole trip.
You should've heard her last night.
What would you? Yeah, well,
Holy fuck!
why?
Because her pants were a little bit too short. She thought they were shorts. I swear to God, she screamed because I'm like, I'm not giving in. I'm not giving in for 35 minutes. These are shorts. She picked them. She picked her fucking pajamas. She put them on. Everything was fine. Then she started screaming, "These are shorts!" Like, lady, you picked them. They're pants. You're wearing them. Legit 30. Her voice is like from screaming so much last night. She got new pants.
What What would you say your stoicism level is?
Probably like a 4.
Yeah, I've seen you lose it.
You know how to push my buttons better than anybody, though. I noticed it like halfway through, and I'm like, God damn it, he's doing it again.
When he was so full of that candy, we had an interview, and he had to chain smoke 2 joints, and he just got done throwing up. And I wanted a more in-depth interview with Garrett and Sono, and he's just saying these super surface level answers. I'm just a little more deep with the answers. He starts bucking himself around.
I'm high as
never good enough for you, Tim. Fuck you.
Yeah, never good enough. I saw water in his eyes. He was about to start.
Dude, he's going to, I think he's faking it. I'm sitting there going like this in my head.
Well, Schmitty and Sono had a fucking flare up at the gym the other day. I thought they were about to come to punches.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Schmidt.
He did apologize. Sono did apologize.
Yep. That's good. I thought they were going to come to blows. I mean, if Schmitty would have been in a different mood,
100%.
You guys would have tussled.
Because those are fighting words. Sono was saying fighting
no
words.
idea what I was already going through. So you actually would think I was doing pretty good. Because I was.
But if Tim and I weren't there,
I
feel like
I've changed a little bit. You know what I mean? That fucking.
That was impressive.
I was not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
That was impressive.
I regret that. I'm sorry, Schmidt.
Yeah, it's all good, isn't it?
I love stretching, man. I love stretching.
I got a fat brisket thrown on that Traeger. Gonna cook it for 10 hours. We'll see how that thing turns out. Who cooked the steaks at your joint last night?
I did. I cooked those fuckers for about an hour 20.
They were good.
Yeah, it turned out really good.
With the habanero cheese.
Ooh, yeah, cut up some cheese. That's just the best dinner. Steak, cheese, fruit.
You put way too much seasoning on a steak, dog. Dude.
What?
You know those fudge pops with
smaller steaks, you don't really need that much. Big old Haas steaks, you can get it fucking.
I appreciate that, man.
I asked Sean one day, I'm like, do you like the taste of meat at all?
Because I put a little bit too much ranch on my steak, buddy.
Yeah, it's a little bowl of ranch, like a little ranch steak cereal.
Dude, I didn't even have any ranch last night. I had bitchin' sauce, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Should we plan a Kill Tony trip? Warlike's fucking on me about it.
He wants to go?
Yeah, he said, I'll save my money.
I feel like we got all these trips coming up.
I know.
So
when's our next one? June 22nd is our next one.
Kill Tony should come to Phoenix sometime, do a show.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fire.
And then if this September fight gets announced, it's like, there ain't no more trip July. Get to work.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. We might go to the Connor fight. Just kind of depends on some shit, man. But
that Russ concert's coming up.
Danny's birthday. Your birthday's coming up. Fucking lots of shit coming up, man. Your birthday's next year.
Yeah. It's turning 28.
28, finally. God damn it.
God damn it. How was the club last night? I saw you snuck out.
I wanted to.
I know. And the boys are texting saying, what's the vibe? I'm like, I don't know.
Quick text. We're at a table within seconds.
Yep. With our boy Jay out there just fucking.
Yup.
That shit crazy.
Did you see that the Bobby girl from that podcast was out here?
Bobby
Althoff, her and Shabuzi, that country.
And the Shabuzi guy, which I do like that one.
Bobby,
song.
the skinny girl?
Yeah,
the Drake
podcast is like, hello. And she's a bit.
You should do a pod with her. That'd be fire. You and her.
I didn't know all these things. These allegations about Bobby Lee came out where he was like grabbing. About George Janko, but then other places like making all this, talking about all this shit, grabbing dicks all the time, and I could see where George would be mad at that if they tried to make him look like the bad guy and Bobby Lee was grabbing his wiener, and then they pulled that out.
Yeah, that's tricky.
That's tricky.
You don't know what you don't know.
Mm-hmm. And I was telling Schmitty about my buddy who his wife read the dark humor texts that we do. And trying to use that as grounds for a divorce. But it happened 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden it's a wanted divorce now. And Schmitty said there is dark humor that can go too far, and I agree.
Well, remember when we were high at the Airbnb and we were saying some dark
it got
shit?
Dark.
And I said, my frequencies are a little off, fellas. That one, I didn't feel good about that one.
Yeah, we changed it up real quick.
Started just saying positive things about each other.
But it's like, come on, you got to dark. You read someone's group chat with the boys. It's like you try to say the most fucked up shit just to get a giggle from the fellas.
I think there's a difference between dark humor and then the weird dark humor. And I don't think you guys do weird. I would hope that
art.
It's
art.
Yeah.
If it's some weird dark humor shit, I could get it. But if it's just dark humor, like funny shit that you laugh at, like death or some shit like that, or like
that's funny to you.
Dark humor, bud.
Okay.
What about no? That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us some more.
About what?
Give us some powerful knowledge of something we should that would motivate us. Just drop it. Something off the top of your head that you got.
Did you see what people think about?
Did you watch any of those Top G videos I sent you?
Oh, that's right.
I saved it, but I was at the movie theater last night.
Remember Sono was telling you?
I will.
Yeah.
When we were on our run today, I was like, yo, did Tim send you that? He said, no. I'm like, I'll play it right here because this shit, I got this shit saved on God. Huh?
Not that I believe it.
I've had girlfriends for 5 years. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with any of them. Hi, baby. Hi. Love you. Love you. What the fuck else are you to talk about? You dudes are at home with your girl. You wouldn't even understand my fucking damn fight in the Matrix. You don't even know how everything works.
On the last RedHawk recap, we had
That's
our
funny.
buddy on there. He's a 6-0 kid, 125er. He's got a contender series fight coming up, and he said, "I'm like, what's the longest you've dated a girl?" He's like, 4 years. I'm like, why'd you guys break up? Because I watched a Top G video about having a threesome, and I went out there and I said the same thing he said in the video. And she broke up.
Bro, I listened to that. That was fucking funny. I wonder, that's probably happening to so
I mean, that's
many
probably
people.
bad for young fellas to listen to.
Yeah.
You can't say it's not. Because there's rarely...
My opinion.
There's rarely... I mean...
You gotta be a certain level of Top G to pull a 3-banger with your man boo.
Yeah. We'll leave it that.
But Daily Stoics this morning said something about giving a fuck what people think about you. It's so, you know what I mean? I thought, I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true. What do you think, Schmidt? You think you care what people think about you a lot?
Oh God, I'm hated. Shout out to all you guys. But oh well.
But you know
what I
what's
mean?
crazy is every comment has just, they have control of your emotions. They pull. I'm gonna make Schmitty mad today.
Any
Schmitty looks
publicity
gross.
is good publicity, baby. So
But your
keep
internal-
on hating. Yeah, sometimes there is some comments where it's like, "Oh, you think you know me?" And
Why
then
do you read them?
I was doing an immaculate job
Until
at not
you
reading.
didn't.
And then one of the gym members comes in. Oh, on the last pod I was on, they go, "Oh man, Schmitty, you were fucking getting hated on. I even stood up for you." I'm like, "Really?"
I gotta see this. I know this is gonna make me feel
and
like
it was
shit.
bad. I
If
was
you
like,
know it's
"Damn."
gonna make you feel bad,
I know,
But
I'm
you
not-
know what it
I don't do it
is.
anymore.
Why would you do it?
You're right. Well, guess what? They're all AI robots. So fuck you, AI robots. Because
So the fact that you get more mad at an AI robot than a human
that's just
is
what
crazy.
I'm telling myself. I'm just telling myself, you know what? It's warlike plugging all this in up in Canada.
It might be.
That's what I'm telling myself.
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Or JX.
Jack's too busy, dude. Jack's been busy, motherfucker, baby. He's at fucking this. He's over there. He's at church. He's doing this. Sono's at church today.
No, I wasn't. I'm here now, though.
Yeah, well, we're here now. Amen to that. Praise the Lord Jesus. Why are you drawing?
I'm excited to get back to training this week. Real excited.
How's your Achilles? Is it
Tighter than shit.
God, even though Rigo's fucking massaging you?
Dude, that puppy feels like it's going to blow out again. But I don't think it is. I think it's
Oh.
really strong. It just gets really tight.
That's all mental.
Being in Montana, doing all that.
The
Carrying
elevation
around a
up there.
Tatanka.
Yup.
Yeah, my dad gave me a full-ass bison skull that he put down.
He
And,
did put that down, huh?
Yeah, and
I
that
thought that
thing
was
is
illegal.
a bull. No, it ain't illegal for Indians.
What? So you could put down on a Tatanka?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
What do you think about this whole fat thing going on with people?
I don't think you're fat. Is that what you're saying? Oh, the Ozempic?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know enough about it. I've witnessed people that I know on it, and they definitely lose a lot of weight. I've heard some negative. I don't think you should get on it.
No,
I really don't.
Yeah, me and Tim were talking about on it.
I just don't know if there's enough science behind it to get on that.
You've seen what it does to people's face.
People
Those
can,
epic face?
if you can eat like shit still and then get skinny, it's like you're gonna get skinny,
Well, no, they
fat,
don't eat like
suck your eyes
shit.
in.
They don't crave.
Yeah.
You don't crave food. You don't really even want to eat like shit. So it shuts that off. So you don't really eat like shit.
Well, what if you do that but you still eat good food and still work out and do that at the same time?
I think it fucks you up in more ways than just turning off the little fucking sensor.
There's
in your
got to
brain.
be some repercussions. It can't be just the easy pill. Now
Who was telling
everyone's fit because you take this pill.
Was
It
Mariah
just
saying it
can't.
fucked up someone's stomach forever? Like they got off it, and now they're like 90 pounds, and they just can't even.
Rogan was talking about his
kill
buddy.
yourself.
Same thing too.
Yeah, I think let's just good old fashioned hard work.
What's the word?
Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
He's like finish up with his daughter or something.
Okay.
Yeah, good old fashioned hard work. I think is the answer to that, buddy.
Yeah, Ozempic. Just
But-
paralyze that stomach. You're not really hungry. Fucking.
Did you see the Neuralink first guy? I watched a little interview on him.
I did
He's
see
able
that.
to control a computer with his mind and play chess and shit. That was fucking weird.
Bro, what's gonna be real
What the
weird
fuck?
is when they do it with blind people because they use a camera that it's like an old style
Whoa.
video that sends the messages to your brain. So
That's
that
weird.
at first it'll look like an old school photo, you know, like black and white
Yeah.
type shit. But dude, in the future,
Yeah.
they're gonna be able to see better than us. They're gonna be able to see behind. You know, like how our car has that full view.
Whoa.
That's gonna be blind people in the future. They're gonna be able to see behind. That's just what I think.
Yeah. Well, you think a lot of sweet shit. So. But that's actually pretty fucking trippy to think about. Blind people being able to see.
Because my dumb ass always thought, okay, if they're gonna fix blind people, they're gonna fix their eyes. You're gonna be able to see out of your eyes. It's like, no, that's not how it's gonna be. It's gonna be through.
I'm sure it'll be
Link,
through their
yeah.
eyes.
No, it ain't. It isn't.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's crazy. He does it. There's Elon Musk talks about it.
That shit is wild.
Do you think that the Neuralink will help someday with like tubes? Yeah.
with
Oh,
being
ear
able to
tubes?
hear, yeah,
Maybe
You
you'll be
know,
able to dunk in the old plunge.
Ozone would
you-
help his ass. I bet.
you'll be able to hear,
Literally.
but
Ear ozone.
your
Yeah,
you still
that's
your
what-
body still has
Oh,
to
ear.
drain your. I could be an ENT, Jovins. I'm Schmitty
you
ENT.
do know a lot about that.
Damn, that'd be sweet if you're in
Do they know what that stands for?
emergency
so?
mental card.
No.
Ear, nose, and throat for the Jobins out there.
Oh, ENT.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we got
Jorge.
Jorge Masvidal coming on here in a little bit, man. How's the build up with Nate been? Long time. I think I've met Jorge. I met him I think I met him after a fight, the Chito fight. I think I met him at the club one time when I was absolutely faded. But I've never really talked to Jorge.
Seems like a cool dude. Just
I thought he got pretty big there. That one picture
pic
I
made
saw
him
from
look
that
fit.
stream, I was like, is he pushing 250?
eating good.
No, yeah. So this dude, he's one of the true gangsters of the sport.
Yeah, he is. 100% that.
What do you think he's wearing? I'm gonna say a jumpsuit.
I
I'm gonna
totally
say-
forgot to ask, but you had nothing to do with Tammy getting pregnant, right?
That's a good question, Schmidt. There were some people swiping
So
up.
no, I've been seeing her on your stories a lot lately.
See, that is a good point. That is a good point. I'm gonna go
should've
throw her a
said
piece of
anything.
hay. I'm like, buddy, that's her fourth hay today.
Give me an update. Give the Jobins an update. What's with the show?
The Jobin show?
What's with the show?
I gotta meet with this producer. We'll see. Save the fucking drama for the show.
Okay. 'cause,
I'll keep you updated. I didn't even want to tell you because I didn't want you to get too excited because it's so fucking like it still could never happen. It's
I
just
know
like-
I'd be a sad boy, but it's okay. I get it.
it's okay. But for real, what do we think Jorge's wearing? I'm saying a little green jumpsuit. What do you think? Well, it's hot out, so I take that back.
Shirtless. Yeah, he's shirtless.
I don't know if he's training in Miami. I don't know if he is.
Where is that at? Did you say?
305.
Trio 5.
Could be.
He's got to be in the Trio 5.
Do you think they're going to be able to slap each other still with the boxing gloves on?
Oh,
think they're
yeah,
gonna
you can
try?
slap. I mean, that's how some people punch. Boom.
Dink, the ref will yell at you for that, though. I mean, he'll tell you.
But
don't
somehow
do
that's
that.
how people like throw right hands, you know.
You think Nate's going to still try and point at him?
I'm wondering if the fight's going to go down for real.
I mean, there's only one way.
Because why did it get moved?
Nate supposedly just wanted it moved. Or no, they didn't want to do it on the same day as UFC.
Oh,
Nate didn't want to.
because that would have been June 1st. That would have been this weekend, 302.
Yeah. So for pay-per-view wise, I mean, that's fucking smart.
Mm-hmm. That is the truth.
Schmitty, just tell him you can beat his ass or something.
Oh, my God. No, Masvidal? Oh, my God. I ain't talking shit to him.
Like you did Kevin Holland.
I feel safe because Merab's 4'2". You know what I mean? Like,
He's not.
But he'll put you on your back quick.
what if I shoot a knee up like Sean? Just
See, that might land.
If you had that kind of reaction time, that would be something different. But Merab will put you on your back, be dropping knuckles on you.
Oh, I know. I see Merab. I go the opposite way.
I mean, if you see Masvidal, you go the opposite way. You see any of these guys, you.
Oh, Masvidal, I never talk shit. I'll be like, what up? Hello?
I mean, talking shit to Merab is not much different.
Merab will kill you.
Well,
buddy.
I know he'll kill me, but he's going to try and hurt my friends. So if I die for it, I die for it.
God damn it.
God.
Let me. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh yeah, we got Figgy
Oh,
versus
shit,
Chito
yeah.
Vera that got announced. Thank you for that,
Jesus.
JX Soto.
Thank you. That was clutch because that is true. I wanted to talk about that, but I forgot. 'Cause
Abu Dhabi, August 3rd. That one got announced.
That's Corey versus Umar.
And you said you
Umner.
flipped through the Jackson podcast, and he said he learned a lot from fighting you.
Yeah, I listened. I saw him on the Jackson. I'm like, what does this guy got to say? He's still swearing by the fucking greasy hair, which is just absolutely fucking wild. But I think he's going to look at that fight and go, man, I learned a lot. Which is how you're supposed to take losses. So I'm sure he's still bitter. Losing to me would suck.
Getting embarrassed.
But
I think he fights a tough fight, dude.
Yeah,
how
it is
good
a tough
he's
fight.
been looking.
Right.
He gets on top of people, and if you see Corey
He's
Sandhagen
little,
versus Chito, once Corey got on top of him in half guard, and Figgy is strong and very good at jiu-jitsu, and if he gets on top of you,
you have very good jiu-jitsu.
You have to do something.
I'm curious. I mean, Figgy's is pretty small though compared to.
Did they say it was three rounds?
It's got to be 3 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Figgy. That's good for Figgy.
Figgy decision, or is that what we're thinking?
Figgy decision.
And then they also MVP versus Ian Gary.
Love that matchup.
Could be. I
don't know.
Could be fun. Could be bun.
I feel like there's a good chance that's going to be boring. There's going to be
no one's going to really want
too much
commit.
distance.
Dude, watch Ian Gary versus Neil Magny. Backing up. Venom Page isn't the type to stalk someone down and cut him off and put him against the fence and make it a fight.
They both just back up and then blitz.
One.
Yeah.
One. Boom.
It sounds fun, though. It sounds fun. When was that one? That was a different date, though, right? Or was that August 3rd as well? Because if that's August 3rd, too, that's a...
On the Connor card.
Oh, June
But
29th.
we got it.
Okay.
Hey, Colby Covington
First.
didn't take that fight with Gary. Remember?
Is that what happened? I wonder.
Maybe the UFC didn't make it or ever offer it, but they were talking a bunch of shit.
UFC will never come out and say, no, I don't think. Dana could at a press or something. Say, no, we did offer it to him. But Colby could. Whoever
Colby
could.
would smoke him, too, so I don't know why he didn't take that.
You feel like who would smoke who?
Colby
would
if you
smoke
quit drawing
Gary.
and listening, you'd fucking know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he would smoke him.
Yes. Drown him. Yeah.
3 rounds?
Yes. Be held down the whole time.
I wonder where Ian Gary's training now.
He went to shoot boxing.
Oh, yeah, he wasn't shoot box.
And he said that's like his family now.
Yeah,
He's pretty
remember?
much Brazilian.
He does speak Portuguese.
No, it is impressive, Masvidal, though. How many losses he has and how he's still built himself up to be the fucking huge star.
At one point, the biggest star in MMA.
Bro,
Could
him
argue.
sending that knee versus Ben Askren was so badass, saying fuck it. Because if he misses, he's ending up on his back. Now he's got to have this Ben Askren on top of you. But sending that shit in that
Jorge
moment and that
never
landing.
really got held down. Ben, obviously different level.
Usman put him on the wall for a while.
Held down on his back.
Yeah.
Like, he never really did. I want to ask him about cardio. Because I know he said what every fighter think, like, at least goes through at some point in their career, other than the guys with cardio. It's like, fuck, my main fear is just gas it out.
Oh, yeah.
And when that fucking transition from that. But I want to ask him about that. We got Horny Hey Masvidal on the line here.
That'll be great.
Let's pretend it's a radio show. And then we just go to a song for a little bit. That'd be kind of fire. Polo G, gang with me.
Why did they take that off
Oh, that
Spotify?
shit ain't on Spotify anymore. Like you said, it might have been the fucking. Oh, we did. We were hiring a goddamn kite though. We all had to sing for each other. We all had to attempt to sing with a good voice. And
Should I play Tim's? No, I'm just kidding.
No. I played.
Young God, right up.
Tim did Young God by Russ, and it was embarrassing. Garrett did Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. Sono did Bubbles or Bubbly or some shit.
And that was
atrocious.
I made up a song. I'll sing it here for you guys here, but I
good.
can't.
I'll sing. Yeah, rap it.
No, that one was not. Again, dark humor. Didn't feel good about that one.
What's it like being the champion of the world?
So honestly, like, life's been different.
I bet it was weird going back to Helena and seeing all the people that you kind of grew up with, and I bet it was weird. I mean, obviously weird for them too, being like, just didn't seem like that long ago.
Yep.
Sugar Shane was just a little street scrub. I mean,
Yep.
still is. But
No, I'm thug.
Were you walking around that house crying?
No, it was weird as fuck being at
Mariah.
Whoa, loser! Are these
Like
the
that.
same ones as yours? So are these the ones? So these are the ones I thought you. Oh, these,
my God! Wow, RedHawk
um.
I'm gonna have to get one after this.
Yeah, going to my childhood home. Grew up. I probably moved there when I
yeah.
was 3 or 4 years old. Lived there till I was 19. Moved to Phoenix, but
You can still see the cum stains he left. Just
No, I wiped those off.
Just kidding.
I was, dude, when I first got in there, I'm like, God, I jacked off in a lot of different places in here. That was like one of my first thoughts.
That was a pretty house though, man. A good view.
They changed those windows, the wide open windows. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
I got myself a pure mahogany flute.
Mahogany.
I'm gonna use that to end my videos on YouTube, and we had some good coffee there.
We made good jams with those flutes and guitar, and
That was fun.
We did.
But yeah, I was talking about my house before you interrupted me.
Oh, that's really cool. How many square feet?
God, the memories that flooded going back there, though. Even just driving up, because I had ran those roads, walked that from that bus stop, fucking uphill both ways.
That's great. I did that at my house too, which was wild.
Yeah, but no one gives a fuck because we didn't go to your house. We went to my house.
No, but you guys did cruise around with ESPN. Brett Okamoto came into town. You guys did a little
I
reminiscence.
got a flute when I was in Sedona.
Where'd you guys reminisce? That's
We drove past Capitol High. I was going to invite you, but you're not allowed that close to Capitol High. We went over to the fairgrounds, did some interviews. I told them, I'm like, I fucked a chick over there in my car. I don't know if they're going to put that in there on the interview, but I did say that.
Uncle fucked me over there. You said that.
Yeah, right. Tim's uncle fucked him a lot of it. I
have a fucking uncle. So.
Or like.
Yeah, right. That's fucking.
that uncle has put him through some pounding.
Oh yeah, let's beat that little bussy up.
Oh yeah. So we got Jorge Masvidal coming on the episode 287 here.
One of my favorite fighters from a long time ago.
He's still fighting today, believe it or not. He's boxing Nathan Diaz here at UFC 14.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use this radio voice when he comes online. You been gaming much? You haven't had time?
I have a game. I'm gonna game today. I'm gonna get my chicken settled here. I'm gonna check on my brisket, and I'm gonna sit down for some games. And I can't wait for that.
Do you want us to play with you?
I would love that, but don't you have swim lessons?
4:30.
Okay.
But we're gonna. I think we could pop by over after and suck on some of that brisket.
This brisket's fucking huge, baby. As big as Michelle's at. I mean,
hey,
it's a big brisket. I'll just say
about
that.
my woman like that, bro.
Sorry, guys. I popped up.
God, she's mine.
She's mine.
Does Whoppy Wendy listen to this?
Oh my god.
Oh, magnificent Margie.
Hey.
Sorry. We got Jorge Masvidal coming on.
No, my mom sent me this video about how, and this video off jw.org about how you need God and you need religion to have a good conscience.
Damn, I might
I'm having this debate with her about you don't need religion to have a good conscience. Not saying there's not a God, and the Bible's not true, but you just don't need
put
it.
religion and all that stuff aside. Do you believe in science? Do you
Science?
believe in like guardian angels or anything
science.
like that? Like, do you believe like when
I hate to say believe in, because when you believe in it, then you're not questioning.
it's not
anymore.
believing in it. It's just
Faith.
you keep your mind open to the signs so
Yes.
that when a sign happens, you're present and
I
allowing.
stop at stop signs, so I
No,
fucking definitely
Sugar
believe in
Shane.
signs. I'm on one
know
of this
what
pod. I think
So-
I do. I believe in signs.
My uncle, right?
The one that cross-dressed.
No, the one that passed away.
Okay, sorry.
Him and my aunt were huge into wine, right? And she bought this. Every wine glass has a different, makes wine taste different, and all that kind of shit. She bought these really expensive wine glasses, and he kept breaking them as he would wash them throughout time. As some of the last conversations they had before he passed away, he said, "If you're ever around, if a glass breaks, I'm around." Sure enough, when we're getting everyone together to have a nice dinner and party with everyone,
Schmitty goes.
no, we were a glass bottle broke at the thing, and then I also was helped moving some stuff, and one of the nice wine glasses fell and broke, and it was the first, and like that's a moment. Do you believe that's a sign? Do you believe in things like that?
Or is that a coincidence?
Or do you just sweep it up like you're have someone sweep it up like you're Sean O'Malley and keep moving boxes?
Yeah.
It could be a sign or it could be coincidence. I know what you mean. That's a good question there, and there's only one way to answer that. Jorge Masvidal, what do you think about that? That's a good question, though.
Have you ever seen the movie Signs with Mel Gibson?
Is it a funny one?
It's like a horror, scary movie.
God, I feel like I have.
It's with him and Joaquin. Yeah, there's a scene with him and Joaquin Phoenix sitting on the couch, and they talk about that. And it's literally one of the best ways I feel like it's been talked into a movie.
okay.
So you should look it up on YouTube and just listen to that scene.
Okay.
It's sick.
Schmitty had a little flare up. We did the Friends intro,
Oh.
and did you delete that?
All these, because I'm like,
Did you delete that?
How many times? Just answer this question, Sugar Shane O'Malley. I've said that idea so many times, and I've gotten told,
We never had a time to do it.
We always got time
We were
to
in
do
Montana smoking joints outside, beautiful. Garrett's there,
Well,
ready to record, and
all
we're like,
I ask is for a little chuckle once in a while when I give an idea.
I can't honest to God say I remember you saying, "Hey, let's do the Friends intro." I don't remember. I remember you always bring me funny things with what's the fat guy?
What's up?
That was a good one. The what's up?
I know I've talked to you about it.
What's the dude?
And I know I've even talked to Garrett about it.
None of us remember. What's the Charles Farley? Chris Farley. Chris Farley. You said there's a couple that one you want to do.
Yeah, cool. That was 2 weeks ago. Your attention span retains 2 weeks. Sorry, it was maybe a few months ago,
buddy. Sorry, I got commas on my headband.
Yeah, that one came out of nowhere, but
just random.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of our buddies got offered Henry Cejudo, Mario, and Kyler, and they both said yes, and Henry said no.
And he's out online calling everyone else out.
It's probably smart though. I mean,
Very smart.
when you look at it, it's like, damn, you don't want to fight Mario, you don't want to fight Kyler. But at one point, he was the best in Phoenix.
Yeah, he's probably top 8 now, maybe
15,
15 maybe
15.
Yeah. Well, those are both bad fights for Henry.
Yeah, so I mean, Kyler's gonna have to have a big fight. Kind of same with Mario too. He's gonna have to have a big fight, but I think they're.
God, remember Mario's performance against Ricky? That was so fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah,
that was such a bad.
That was his most recent. I think.
Yeah. And then I saw that too. Actually, yeah,
that might be a smarter one for him because Song Yadong's more up there in the rankings, right?
Yeah.
But then still, how do you beat Song? He might knock his ass out.
Song might knock Henry out. Yeah, for
Chin
sure.
floating up there.
Oh yeah, you saw a movie? I actually do want to go to Bad Boys. That comes out soon. I actually kind of want to go in theater. Should we plan a trip,
bro? Yes.
Let's do a Bad Boys theater.
Again, weird. Last night I'm sitting in the theater and I was thinking about when we went and saw the Jackass or whatever it was, and I was like, "Damn, we haven't seen a movie."
What if we watched? Tim was saying, "What if we watched the UFC documentary that's coming out
that would be
in the theaters?"
Remember when me, you, Brendan, and Mariah went and saw a movie?
That was fun.
I love those times.
That was a crazy 4-banger
movie.
Oh.
That was a crazy little 2-banger.
We went to a movie. Oh, that movie sucked. I hated that movie. That was the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
Which one was it? Oh, Shia LaBeouf.
Hey,
it wasn't. He's good.
Which one?
But that's Honey
Bun.
Bun. Honey Boy. That movie's
probably a little just too deep for you.
It was too slow. I was shadowboxing the whole time.
We got some comedians coming into town. We got William Montgomery coming to town in June. Then we got Christina P coming in August.
She's coming.
I mean, she's coming to Phoenix, so hopefully she can come on our show. That'd be awesome.
That'd be super duper awesome. Tom Segura. God, all those guys would be so fun.
Yeah.
Just interview him.
That'd be great.
What's your favorite animal?
Me, I like doodles. I have my 2 doodles.
Hey!
Horny, horny.
And you're telling me that ain't a sign to go round trip right
Could
there.
be. Definitely could be.
Very well.
Horny Jorge, can you hear me?
Not quite.
No, we can't hear him.
Yo.
Horny Jorge, how we doing, baby?
What's up, my brothers? How you doing?
What's up, brother Jorge? You just wake up?
Kind of something like that, man.
God damn it. How do you stay focused with all those butt cheeks in Miami?
Yeah, that's why I'm out of Miami, man. My current management team wanted me out of there, so I've been out of Miami for a minute now, man.
Smart.
Where you at now?
Las Vegas.
Damn.
Oh, second dangerous place.
Yeah, Vegas is crazy. If I make the wrong left and I end up over there in the strip, it's a whole other problem.
Oh,
that's the truth. How many times a week you sparring for Nate? Sparring twice a week?
3 times a week. So I went to like, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 4 boxing gyms that I thought I could do a good fit in with. You know, I went to Freddie Roach's. I got to train 10 days with Roy Jones Jr. That was amazing, man. I went to some gyms in Florida as well, and I came to Capetillo to Vegas on one of those trips. And like, man, since like the first time we did the pads, there was a lot of chemistry there. And after we did that, he unrolled like a plan. He said, "Look, if you come this way, this is what I pretty much will have you doing. You know, week 1, week 2." And he mapped it all out. And I was like, all right, that's pretty cool, you know. So I went to all these other places. And I decided, I think I'm going to go to Vegas. And my handlers really wanted me to go to Vegas just to get out of Miami mainly. So I said, fuck, I'm going to Vegas. And as we started working, man, everything this guy has said has worked out perfectly. He goes, I mean, listen, I know you know a lot about MMA, but I want to take you from jump rope to boxing. I want you to forget about everything you know in MMA. Not that we're not going to use some of those things, but I want to get you right from the ground up. I want to teach you how to punch a little different because as everybody here knows in this chat, we punch different in MMA slightly, right? Because we got to block kicks, we got to block takedowns. So he wanted to get my stance correct from the bottom up. And another reason why I love this program and his is because they spar a lot. They spar 3 times a week. We spar and we spar fucking hard. Cool. So yeah, it's a lot. It's very different. We run Monday through Saturday, which in MMA, I only when I was at 155, I would run like that, like every day, every other day. When I was at 170, I'd run maybe like 3 times a week. 2 of those were like sprints, and one of them was like a longer run for like weight management. But at 170, I didn't really run a lot. And it's not really the culture in MMA for us to run because we got so much to cover, right? We got to do jiu-jitsu, we got to do fucking wrestling, we got to do weightlifting, powerlifting. Then maybe some of us swim, so we don't run as much. But over here, I'm running every fucking day, man. It's a different grind.
That's badass, and your body's holding up pretty good.
That's what everybody asks. Go, how's the boxing grind compared to MMA? And it's not no diss to boxing at ever, but what we do on the day-to-day in MMA, it's just uncomparable. There's no other sport fucking with it. I don't give a fuck. And it's just since we grew up doing it, we just think like, man, this is the standard, but it's uncomparable, man. To go whenever it is your sparring session, right? And now I kick Sean as hard as I can on the fucking knee. And then later on, he has a weightlifting session, and that knee's still fucked up, and there's no bullshit about it. You still got to go lift them weights. And then Wednesday morning, when you wake up, you got jiu-jitsu practice, and you're trying to fucking rip his heel off. You don't even know better. You're just going for that leg because he gave it to you. Now you're trying to rip his heel off. And then right after that, he still has to go run his 2 miles, We don't have that in boxing, which is pretty cool. I'm not getting kicked in my knees. They're not getting torqued. I just run. And though it's a lot more running than I've ever done, my body's taking well to it because I'm not taking that crazy overwhelming abuse that I used to have to take. I'm not getting slammed on my fucking head and now I have a fucking spike. And when people call my name, I got to turn around like this, Yeah, it's different, man. So it's no disrespect to boxing because I still think it's one of the most dangerous sports because come fight day, you can either punch the head or the body. There's only 2 targets. You can't do nothing else. So that's why there's a lot of casualties and deaths there. But the preparation for it, I would definitely say there's nothing like fucking MMA.
Yeah, dude, I've been a fan of yours for over 10 years. I remember back when we lived at Sugar and I lived at our little shitty apartment. I was like, bro, you got to check this guy out. The way he boxes and mixes in his knees. Yeah. And I'd even watch your vlogs back in the day and how you'd eat and stuff. Mickey D's. Now that you're older, have you changed your diet much? You kind of stick to that.
No, I changed my diet a lot. I right after I'm gonna say when I fought for Gilbert Melendez for the world title at Strikeforce, that's when I really started to change my diet. Because to that point, I was eating like fucking asshole. And I didn't really know better because everybody's telling me, man, you're eating shit food. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm beating everybody in the room. Mm-hmm. So it must work for me. I must be different, right? But it's something I always say, just because you're the best in the room doesn't mean it's the best version of yourself. And it took me a little bit of time to really let that sink in and get after it better, and push more. But yeah, I used to eat pretty fucking shit. And I still do when I don't have a fight. I got a lot of fucking demons, man. They be calling me the wrong way, man.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah, I remember, like you said, when we were at the apartments, this has got to be 8-9 years ago before kickbox sparring. We throw on your highlights to get us fired up. That's fucking sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking go, boy.
A lot of sick highlights since then, too. I remember hearing you talk about something about, and I think every fighter deals with this at some point in their career, getting tired was the biggest fucking fear going into a fight. Like, I know I have my skills. It's just like, I don't want to get tired. When did that change for you? And like, why did it change for you?
It changed definitely, but it's always still in the back of my mind. Even when I'm like in tip shape and I'm like, all right, we're running 5 miles today, and I do the 5 miles on time, it's getting time faster than ever. And I'm like, all right, it's not an opinion now. Now I know I'm running this thing 3-4 minutes quicker. I must be in better shape. I'm lifting more weights than ever. It's still like a voice. It's like a demon or a devil that tells you that. And you have to make that leap, man. You have to like, nah, I'm fucking ready for this, bro. I know my cardio is there. And it took me personally like a while, especially in the grappling department. That's where I get tired. I could throw punches all day. I could slip them all day. But like going with good grapplers, guys that also wrestled from like the 7, 8 years old, and they just have that continuous flow. That would always be in the back of my mind. Like, damn, I gotta fucking make sure I got my gas right for these motherfuckers. So that took a minute, you know. But when I really started unloading, I would say when I came back from that reality show, because it was more like, man, God's just gonna give me enough gas to what I need. I'm either gonna finish this dude if I am dead tired, or I'll just have enough gas for every bout coming forward, you know. And that's how I took it, brother.
Yeah, because the Ben Askren fight, I mean, that, like Tim was saying earlier, it's like that was risky-ish, you know, like running that knee, because you could have ended up in a body lock, could have ended up on your back, and with a guy like Ben, obviously, you never really got held down in your career, but Ben had that fucking retard strength, squeezing watermelons and shit, so it was risky fucking sending it. That was fucking legendary, though.
Thank you, my brother.
That was what, 3 seconds? I know they say 5. I think that was what. I mean, that's
my
3
boy
seconds.
knows.
I know that shit. They gotta stop that
boy,
right when the
my
fucking
boy knows.
Yeah.
The referee touched me. He made contact with me and waved it off at exactly 3.
Yeah.
You can see it right when he's doing it. So I hope one day Vegas will change it around, you know. But till then,
to beat 5 seconds, even though it would be fucking damn near impossible. But to beat 3 seconds, you'd have to just be a little bit quicker than that sprint.
Yeah.
What up? You do a lot of caffeine, or do you do much marijuana, or do you take a chill on that?
Lately I got more into matcha. I love matcha.
Hey,
man.
okay.
Yeah. I don't get the spike after as much.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit more controllable. The weed.
You like that? Yeah. Just to wind down a bit.
I used to abuse it a lot, brother, in all ways, in all shapes, you know. And my coaches really, especially for this last come around after I retired, they really wanted me to cut down on it. Many weeks prior to the fight, you know, they feel that for the lungs and for the reflexes, it enhances it a little bit better to be off of it. So we've been working on it, you know. So I've been not hitting the peace pipe, you know, as much as I would want to.
What kind of stuff do you do in your downtime then? Do you watch any shows, or you just chill out?
On my downtime, I mean, here in Vegas, my life is completely different than Miami, because in Miami, that's another reason why my managers wanted to get me out. I didn't have too much downtime, you know. I had to go running in the morning, then I come right back to the house, take my kids to school, drop them off, get them ready for all that. Then I go work out in between that time. Then by the time they're getting out of school, I pick them up, hang out with them, grab a meal. Maybe sometimes I go to the gym at night. They stay at the crib, then I come back, they're already sleeping, or sometimes I stay with them kicking it, you know. So I didn't really have too much, like, I don't know, too much time. I wasn't even really watching TV. Now here in Vegas, I'm not with my kids, unfortunately. So I go to the gym, I come back and just chill out. And right now, all I've been doing in my extra time is shit, either gambling, go to the casino real quick, you know, watching some TV. That's it, really, man.
What kind of TV you liking? 90 Day Fiance?
I don't even know what that is. That sounds funny. Now,
that TLC shit. Tim loves that shit.
Now, I recently got into Blood of Zeus animation on Netflix. Got me fucked up, bro. I saw every episode till I finished it, bro. That shit was pretty good, you know.
You watch much boxing? Old school fights?
Watch a ton of boxing now. That's something that I watch a ton of. I used to watch in my MMA. I'm very drawn to Muay Thai. I love Muay Thai. It's a high level Muay Thai. It's like an addiction of mine. I'm not watching it nowhere near as much now, because just by accident I don't want to throw a fucking elbow or knee or anything. So I'm just mainly watching boxing, you know. A lot of collegiate wrestling I still watch. Big fan of it. So the Muay Thai collegiate wrestling is usually what I would watch in MMA, you know. Now I haven't been watching as much since I don't want to, you know, fucking trigger something up there.
It's weird the distance between boxing, even just like kickboxing and MMA, just the distance itself changes the sport so much.
Way different.
Weird.
Different.
Just
and
sparring.
Also the gloves, how you could, you know, in boxing, you could, if you put your little shoulders up like this and you shut up like this, you're almost unhittable, you know. Yeah. I could block my body and my head. And MMA, you still have massive holes. You know, this is not enough in MMA to come forward on the guy. So we have to break the distance way different.
Way harder to find people's chins with those big boxing gloves on, especially people that know how to really fucking cover.
Yeah. Somebody that's really crafty, that's been doing it since a kid as well. You know, it's tough. And also, they live in different ranges, like where we can't be at, because we'll get our heads kneed off or kicked off. You know, they're right in here, weaving right here, right by your arms. As we all know, we can't do that in MMA. So it's new distances that I'm having to learn, but I'm loving the process, man. I'm still learning a lot, and I'm still learning things that I could use in MMA.
Fuck yeah, that's badass.
Are you guys wearing 8-ounce gloves?
When we spar?
No, when you fight, Nate.
10 ounce for my weight class. I think it's above it's either 147 or 154. It's 10 ounces.
And has there been any talks about, because we see Jake Paul talking about wanting to fight you in MMA. Is that actually realistic at all, or is that not realistic? I mean, that's what I told Sugar. I like Jake. I'm a fan of Jake too. But I mean, a fight with you, MMA wise, that's not smart.
I think Jake knows that. I don't think that's real. Jake
he said it.
He'd fight Jorge.
He said he would.
I think I know he said he'd fight Nate, which is still not great, but he doesn't wrestle as well.
How much you walking around at right now?
Oh, right now probably like 189, 186.
Oh shit,
pretty fit.
Around there. And then the fight's gonna be at 175, so I'm a couple pounds away. So now the fight's a little closer. I'll probably trim down to about like 180, 181. Be walking around there, see what it feels like, and then just lose 5-6 pounds a week up.
What's the biggest you got?
Oh no, I done got fat, man.
230 with tits.
Yeah, big time, man. I at the top of the show, I told you my diet's not the best. I gotta have something to fucking to motivate me. So shit, I done got to like, I don't know, 220.
Gee.
Yeah, but not a good 220. Like a fast food 220.
Fuck yeah. So we got Dustin coming up versus Islam, and fired up for that one because he's a big underdog, and that'd be a fairy tale story if he gets it done, bro.
Mm-hmm. Especially against somebody that stylistically is not his best matchups. The guys that wrestle grapple. As everybody knows, Dustin's my brother and teammate for over 10 years, so I'm 100% going for Dustin. But I know this is a tough fight for him, I know it's not going to be no walk in the park, but, man, I just have this feeling he pulls it off, bro. He just makes that home run. He catches Islam. He puts him down. He hits him while he's on the ground, fights over, and he walks away with that fucking belt on his shoulder. That's what I'm going for.
God, Islam, I feel like Islam's boxing kind of slept on.
He's sharp on the feet.
He throws some fucking nice counters, good southpaw. Obviously, Dustin can box with anybody, but, dude, it feels like we were talking about earlier, that fight doesn't seem like... I can't believe it's next weekend. It feels like it kind of slid under the radar, and then it's all of a sudden fucking here, but... And it's in New Jersey, which is fucking... Do you know why? Is that just random as fuck? It's weird.
Yeah, for the longest, I was thinking it was in Vegas, and I found out like 2 weeks ago. No, it's in fucking Jersey.
Yeah, well...
How stressful has it been running your own little fight organization, or you have a full team?
Oh, no, we got a full team. My job is recruit, match make, and then promote them,
Nice.
And then there's a whole other lane for finance department, a sponsorship department, the arenas that we're going to be going into, the cities. But even with that, it's a lot of work, man. But it's fun. It's the type of work that us fighters love. I'm looking at tapes of guys that I would want to fight for my organization, thinking about who they'd be a good fight against, and then recruiting those guys, and then talking about those guys in shows like this. So it's like a dream job. When I'm done fighting, that's the only thing I'll be doing for the next 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Have a good time doing it.
Damn, you think we ever see Jorge versus Connor BKFC?
I don't know if Connor do that.
Bare knuckle for me, I don't know, bro, because that'd be like one and done. But for Connor's ass, maybe, I just fucking elbow his ass.
Yeah, get a couple. Or the no glove MMA.
Yeah, if it's Kane Bred FC, no gloves MMA, yeah. But bare knuckle boxing, I wouldn't do that at all. That was
I'm on the same page. I wouldn't fucking.
I think there was a point where that fight kind of made sense, but it seemed like Connor wasn't interested in it.
He's never been interested in it. He knows I got some size on him. I'll fucking hurt that boy.
Yeah. We got Chael boxing Anderson Silva. How do you think that fight's gonna go down?
Anderson Silva by whatever he wants. It's not even. It doesn't even make sense to me. I keep just thinking either Chael's gonna pull out or Chael's gonna fucking, as soon as a punch whizzes by him, he's gonna be like, fuck this, because I just don't see any chance for Chael whatsoever there,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Anderson still got the power. The last thing to leave a man is his power always. So Anderson's still gonna have that snap, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you got on plan the rest of the day? Is your rest day today?
Yeah, today's your rest day. Be with God, just pray, chill out, get myself ready. Maybe get in the pool. Definitely hit the sauna, hit the cold plunge. Today I like to rack them both up, as much as I can. I'll probably get like a good hour in the sauna, just sweating it out. Then I'll get in the cold plunge to fucking finish it off. And then if I was allowed to, because they say now I'm too close.
Hit a
little smoke.
Like a baseball bat.
Fuck. The couple times we've been to Miami, it's like, God damn it, I don't think we could live here. The cheeks are too nice. Clubs open till 8 a.m.
Nope.
Fuck, it's a dangerous place. For Suge's fight against Chito, we stayed in a place where you have
Y'all stayed in my place.
Yeah.
I live there.
Yeah.
I was trying to bump into y'all, man.
That shit.
Right there, man. That place is nuts, huh?
That's tight.
We had to get out of there Sunday. We left the next day back home to our fucking normal lives where we stay away from the butt cheeks.
Yeah.
No, man. The butt cheeks is tough, man. Especially you get caught up in that. Like, as you said, the clubs are open till 8 a.m. and then some. They have them open till, like, not lying to you, 3 p.m. You start partying. Saturday, right? Like at 10 p.m. And there's a club that's waiting for you on Sunday, and they'll be open till 3 p.m. And then after that, it's a whole other cities open just for that. So it's easy to get lost over there,
dude.
You know?
What's one of your biggest regrets, if any, in your career so far?
It's a regret. It's also not a regret. I contemplate a lot. When I got the call to fight Usman on 6-day notice, me and the UFC had been going back because I wanted more pay-per-view money. I wanted a bigger distribution on the pay-per-views that I was bringing in, and they weren't really budging on that. They wanted to give me more. Oh, we'll give you more on this side, but here we're gonna have to this and chop. And I'm like, nah, I don't want that deal. If I bring in money, I want to get paid money. If I sell 100,000 pay-per-views, then fucking don't give me shit. But if I sell 1 million pay-per-views, I want to get fucking paid. So I was going on for a while, and then finally, my little guy came to say hi.
Oh my God, that's cute.
This guy's a troublemaker, man.
Holy.
It was like 7 weeks out, 6 weeks out, and we come to a halt on the negotiations, And I'm like, fuck. Whatever, bro. I guess it's not meant to be, And in Strikeforce, I had to fight for the light world title, and the UFC had already purchased the company. But I got like a shit deal, I trained. The fight kept getting pushed back. I trained for like 6 months, and I literally made $16,000 to challenge for the world title against one of the guys that was top rated in the world. So I was like, bro, if I ever get to fight for a title again, it's gonna be under my circumstances. I want to get paid out. I'm not gonna do this bullshit. So the fight came to a halt, and then, as everybody knows, 6 days later, Gilbert Burns got corona, So fucking boom, his ass got pulled out of the card, and then the UFC's calling me. But now I got all the chips on my side, right? Because who the fuck is going to cut all this weight in 6 days in the middle of corona, fly to Abu Dhabi, make weight, and that is actually a top contender? At the time, I'm number one, so they really don't have no choice, They're like, fuck, what do you want? I'll tell you what I want. I want the same deal that I was asking before, but just better now. Because I got 6 days to do it, and I got 20 pounds to go. So fucking, I went to war on him, and I fought for everything I could. I made more money than I ever did in my whole career because I made sure that everything was right. And going forward, it stayed exactly the same, belt or no belt for me. My pay-per-view threshold was very good, But that always, I didn't get the decision I wanted, obviously, in that fight. And that always stayed with me. Like, man, how about if I had trained these 7 weeks?
Kept training.
Like I was fighting for a title, It would have been completely different because I really wasn't doing much. I was just fucking hanging out. Dustin Poirier was getting ready to fight. He's from New Zealand. I just slipped his name right
Dan
now.
Hooker?
Dan Hooker. He was getting ready to fight Dan Hooker. So I was coming into the gym, once a week, twice a week, just sparring and then taking off, and I was just like, fuck, man, I can't believe I'm not getting this fight, and I was all fucking butthurt about it. But if I would have been in that full dog training mode, maybe shit could have been different. So that's one that I always like, but I got the money, though, at least, that I always wanted. Because if I would have took their deal to all the pay-per-views we sold, because that year we sold the most pay-per-views for any fight, we did 1.3.
Jesus.
If I would have done that under the terms that they were giving me, I wouldn't have made shit. I wouldn't have made nothing, bro. They would have got my ass again. So fucking, it's like one of those things where I always weigh it out. Was the belt better for me at that time, or some serious money? So that's one that I think about a lot.
If you go back right now and give your 20-year-old self some advice, what do you think it'd be?
This goes for Sean as well, man, because this motherfucker got potential, talent.
Appreciate that.
I know how the world is. Stay away from the motherfucking girls. That number one, dog. They're gonna drain you, bro. And it's hard for me to admit it because my whole life is like, damn, you know, I like chicks, man.
Yeah.
Big surprise, right?
Yeah.
Fucking.
We're alphas. What do we expect?
Bro, I love chicks, but they weaken you, bro. You know, even the good ones, they weaken you. You know, you can't all that we give out. Bro, that's, you know, as I keep it, the more it stays in my body, you become different. Now, as you get older, I definitely 100% see it. Like, I messed around a couple of times this week. My running time, God, wasn't that good. You know, though I was trying harder, but my running time wasn't that good. And then in sparring, you know, I usually light this dude up. He got some shots in today, and it's like, fuck. But then the more I keep myself like that, it's like, man, you become something else. So I remember when I first started fighting, I used to read up on all the boxers and stuff. And Manny Pacquiao does like 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So-and-so boxer would do 8 weeks, whatever. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy, bro. How the fuck? I do 20 days and I feel like I'm gonna kill somebody already, you know? So it's like, if I go back in time, that's one advice I give myself. Stay away from the little mamas, bro.
Yeah. So far I've been doing a decent job at that. You know, it's definitely difficult. Definitely. And a lot of people, it's hard for some people to relate, but when you're making a little bit of money, you're this fucking stud, you're a fighter. It's like, God, it does something to you. You start thinking, believing your own shit, your ego, and you're just like, I should be fucking everyone. Yeah, I deal with that pretty hard.
And then on top of it, you just minding your business. You're there getting your coffee at the thing.
Yup.
And then some little mama go, oh my gosh, you're so-and-so. Yeah, that's me. Don't worry about it. So-and-so, let me get the picture. Okay, God. And then pop, message you right away.
Damn.
Yeah. And you're like, fuck.
I know, they get you. They are little fucking blood sucker, little energy suckers. But sometimes you put on a performance, you start walking around like you're a fucking next level alpha. After putting on a little performance.
Let me tell you, my brother, that you did in Miami, in my opinion, was next level performance.
Appreciate that.
Chito's my boy. I've known Chito his whole fucking life, his whole career in the UFC. And I thought he was gonna be like a tough fight for you, brother. Just because he's to beat like the same boxing, to beat a good boxer, you need to brawl with him. You don't box a good box. I thought Chito could be the guy that could give you the fucking hardest time. Just get in there, fucking make it ugly as fuck, and you fucking fought so damn well. That's one of your best performances I've seen you. Endurance wise as well, it was like 4th and 5th round, you look sharper and faster than you did the 1st and 2nd. So that was a masterful performance. That night, right there, you could have beat anyone fucking 35er in the world, bro. You were fucking spot on. I was there live. I saw the whole damn thing. Fucking the crisp I've ever seen you look.
I appreciate that. Fuck yeah, I need to carry that into the old fucking Merab ski now. But yeah, no, I appreciate that.
I'll be for that one live as well, brother.
Hopefully, fucking Vegas. I mean, I keep pushing for the Sphere. I keep hearing, little rumors about who's fighting the Sphere. So I'm hoping for the Sphere, but I don't know if we're gonna get that one. But yeah, regardless, it should be a
why wouldn't you guys get the Sphere? I thought you guys were getting it too.
No, that rumor went around. I know Merab went on some ESPN or UFC India show or some shit and said that we were fighting the Sphere, but he just kind of said that because I had been pushing for it and it got picked up everywhere. But there's been no talks with me and the UFC about the Sphere. I think they're waiting on some things to play out. But fuck, I hope so. That big fucking cage, because you fought in the small cage obviously before you fought in the big cage. Do you care personally too much? What's your opinion on the small cage versus the big cage stuff?
Yeah, shit.
I hate the small cage. I'll never fight in the small cage again. It's like playing half court basketball or fucking 50-yard football. It's like it's not the. I want the big cage. Give me that fucking big cage. That's what I feel.
I feel like for me it's kind of seasonal. Like if I'm fighting a good striker like you that has great fucking footwork, I kind of want that small cage, man.
True.
I wanna, fucking push you up in there, get you up in there because you got great footwork. I don't want to fucking.
Literally, why I don't want to fight.
If I'm fighting like a good wrestler that's just gonna want to press me up against the cage, I'm gonna want a bigger cage,
Yeah.
Who you got? Michael Chandler versus Connor. Who you got?
Shit, I mean, they both look for ways to quit. So who's gonna quit first, right? I don't know who's going to quit first on that one, but I think, I don't know, man. I don't know how much juice is Connor on too, right? Fucking, that's another question too, because that motherfucker had to wait till USADA left to come back in this bitch and compete with all of us while all of us been training, getting tested. This motherfucker was clearly on some shit, as we can see by these fucking movies. So I don't know, man. I think I'm going to lean towards Connor, but it's not really like set in stone, you know.
Yeah.
I like how Connor said he's gonna fight June to September, December. It's like God, every time he says it's it's a season, it's Connor season. I'm gonna fight 3 times this year. It's like let's just fight. I mean, even I like to say I'm gonna fight 2 times. Like that'd be ideal, but it's like you gotta just fucking take one fight and just fucking hope you get through it without breaking something.
Yeah, you know. And at half them Twitters, you know, he's out of his mind. You know, cocaine's a hell of a drug and shit because he be writing some shit that make no damn sense. You know?
His voice memos though, holy fuck, they get me howling.
Very good. So, all right, Jorge, dude, thanks for coming on, brother.
Anytime, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Huge fan of you guys' work, man. Watch you guys since you fucking guys started. You know, since I think your second fight in the UFC.
Appreciate it.
And you come a long way, my brother. And the speed that you have is a gift from God. So fucking use it, man. Keep knocking motherfuckers dead. Fucking, it's very, very fucking amazing to watch your career. To watch a striker that's doing it, man.
Yes,
I know
sir.
he can grapple too, but you know I'm always cheering for the strikers, man.
I feel that.
Fuck
Good luck.
yeah.
Yeah, good luck with Nate. Thank you, bro.
See you soon, bro. Peace.
Thank you, fellas.
Boom.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thanks for watching the show. And Jorge Masvidal is the man. He's one of the real OG legends, down to scrap anytime, anywhere. But this show is sponsored by SugarShop.co if you want some of the best slick clothing in the game. And we have a confidential pod coming out. It's patreon.com/RedHawk Academy. Years and years of content up there, and Snapchat at Tim Welch MT and at Sugar Sean. So comment your thoughts below, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get Sugar Shane to 1 million subs. We'll see you next week.
Incredible.
Bye-bye.
Man,